Hello everyone, greetings and salutations. Today we are doing another What If. After the last one, I need to let some steam out. So today, we are doing What If Deku left UA? Will he come back? Probably not. So let's get to the video. As I said, today we are doing What If Deku Left UA. This one was actually a request that I was actually going to do, but someone just reminded me, hey, this was supposed to be like the 3K subscriber special, but I decided to do it now because why not? Now, in this one, I've had to play 2 video games, and one of them I had to translate. I even had to look up a good ship for this one because UA is not going to get involved. Not much, anyway. So, today, this What If is going to be mixed with, give me a minute. Hard to find. Aha! Here we go. The Yakuza Kamamawi. I don't know how to say it right, so that's the best way you're going to get me to say it. And if you know what the game I'm talking about, or if you read the comment, then you know which one I'm talking about. Now, in this one, Izuku Midoriya actually left UA because they accused him of being the UA traitor without bloody proof. That's half the reason why he left. He did not want to deal with them anymore. So he just left, like, instantly. Didn't even try to hold in his confession. He didn't even try to prove he was innocent. Because he was pissed they accused him of being something that he is not, obviously. So you can imagine how pissed they were. So when Izuku left UA, they found out that he was not the traitor. In fact, he was the opposite of a traitor, like beyond opposite. All Might even took his quirk away, which Izuku didn't care. Because in this one, Izuku was a member of the Afton family. I know I rarely do any Five Nights at Freddy's What Ifs, but mostly because there's nothing really scary about the game, except Five Nights at Freddy's 4. That one actually gets me a lot for some fucking reason. So in this one, Izuku is dead, except he is I'm gonna say Golden Freddy in this one because I was thinking of making him Nightmare, but that wouldn't work. Oh, what am I saying? I'm joking. Izuku is an Afton, but he's not dead. In fact, he's the only Afton family that's not dead. In fact, when Izuku left, he decided if he's not going to be a hero, then he might as well just be a gangsta. You know? So, yeah. He just went pew and left. So, when Izuku Midoriya left the location, he decided it'd be a good idea to pretty much go to Tokyo because if I remember correctly, UA is at Japan. Oh, what am I saying? He still lives in Japan. Inko found out that he was accused of being a traitor, but she knew. She knew that Izuku would not be a traitor. Because mothering instincts. Let's admit it, all of our mothers has somewhat protected us. Not fully, but some. Not all. So, yeah. When Izuku Midoriya was accused, they found out he was innocent, etc., etc., but he didn't go back. Mostly because they couldn't find him. And Inko didn't help them at all. She just told them to get the fuck out of her house. So, yeah. They left pretty quickly. Because they didn't want to get shot. He was holding a gun to their head, so yeah. She wanted them dead. So, when Izuku left UA, he didn't even say hello or goodbye. None of that. What's this? One of my subscribers says, is, "It's weird that you are the reason I have a psycho side, and I like that side of me. And also, I'm only a young adult." Well, I'm glad I can help you release your inner psycho bidding. Your inner psychoness. I am glad I can help you. But now, let us get back to the what if. Because I know you all been dreaming of this what if for, well, mostly my what ifs for a long time. So let's get back to it. Now, Izuku Midoriya has pretty much left, and he's now in the more thuggish side of Japan, where heroes are paid off pretty easily. Damn it, clear throat. Now, when Izuku get there, he decided to do a little bit of reminder because he remembers his family, the Aftunes. Because in this one, Izuku's not even Inko's biological kid. Inko adopted Izuku because she knew the Aftunes. She knew William when they were kids, so she adopted them. So Izuku actually has more of Michael's brownish hair, and his hero costume was supposed to be like in canon, except with the fox mask. But after the accused traitor incident, he left. So in tribute of his family, he decided to have a tattoo artist actually have the tattoo logo, well, not the tattoo logo of Five Nights at Freddy's, but pretty much have a more realistic version of Golden Freddy from Five Nights at Freddy's 4, Golden Nightmare Freddy, tattooed on his back. And it looks like very, very realistic. Like you can easily see it's popping out. Even the tattoo artist actually started to get creeped out just by drawing this thing. So Izuku has it on his back, and he knows Izuku, so he did this as a side. Which I bet you 50 bucks he's probably regretting to this day. So now, when we get to Izuku also decided to actually go a little bit solo and become a hero/villain killer. Now in this one, Izuku actually was founded by Akuma, the Street Fighter character, and he taught Izuku some of his fighting styles, mostly because Akuma was getting old. He couldn't fight no more. So he decided to open his JoJo far, far away, and Izuku has gone full on with his training. He got rid of all his humanity, except one part of his humanity, and that's caring for his mother. He won't care about everyone else, but he will care about his mother. In fact, Izuku knows that his mom knows the power of nothingness. Yeah, that's right, he goes badass. Ass in this one. Now, when Izuku Midoriya pretty much went into the job, he decided to become a hitman. And mostly just brutally kill heroes and villains. So we get to he's been doing this for a good couple of years. He's been doing this since he was 15, he's now 18. So he's been doing this for a while. So we go to Izuku, who is cornering both a hero and a villain. Now, the random hero and villain tried to attack Izuku, but with Izuku, who also knows how to wield a kanabu, and in case you don't know what a kanabu is, it's a giant wooden club. So, yeah, when Izuku grabbed the kanabu, which was another villain's wielding, he swinged it at one of the guy's face, taking the head completely in half. Literally, the only part of the body, the head, that is left is the jaw part, the bottom pass. The corpse starts twitching and blood is sputtering everywhere, and this is the villain's corpse, mind you. And pretty much, this one Izuku just sees the freaking hero. The hero tries to use his quirk, but it didn't do shrug. It didn't do shit. So Izuku decided to actually shove the kanabu in his throat and constantly just jam it in there. Which kills him, obviously. You can't survive a freaking kanabu to the throat. Don't ask me how I know that. I just do. I just know. Don't ask how I know that. It is called psycho theory. Psycho theory. Is that even a word? Is it a word? No, it ain't a word. Is it? I'm gonna look it up. Oh well. But as I said before, Izuku don't give two craps. He does not care whatsoever. Or he wouldn't care in the slightest. So when Izuku Midoriya found out about the incident, he decided that when Izuku took out the hero and the villain, he decided it'd be funny need to actually go even lower. And just disgracing the corpses by pretty much not even burning them. He actually throws them in the dumpster. But after he sends a picture of their corpses anyway, which he gets paid by. He got paid killing these two random heroes. Well, actually these two villains. A random hero and a random villain, my bad. Such display. You should have been better. And this one Izuku just walks off. And this one he gets paid, by the way. And in case you're wondering, Inko in this one, she does not care because Izuku has his rights to do whatever he wants. He cares about him, but he wish he chose a more honorable path, but money is money. What? What the hell? Man, I hate it when that happens. Do you ever get this, to the people commenting down below, do you ever get this weird taste in your mouth and it just hits you? Ooh, like a bonk? Because it just hit my mouth. Ugh. Felt like I'm eating a bread. There we go. Coffee makes it better. Yeah, coffee made it better. Anywho, back to the video. Now, pretty much Izuku still lives with Inko, but he just doesn't talk to Mitsuki, all that. He does not give a shit about them anymore. So when Izuku, now pretty much all the things happen in canon, like all that, Izuku didn't do it. Bakugo did. Bakugo became the new successor of All For One, which is rare for my standard because I rarely give anyone All Might's quirk. And everyone knows it. Whoever's been on my channel the longest knows I rarely give anyone All Might's quirk. Because to me, it's useless. It's completely useless. What the fuck is what the fuck am I gonna do? Oh, besides it's just gonna make me extra buff, and I'm probably gonna say, oh, I am here. The fuck? Oh, it's just my back. It's just my mind. Shit. Hey, woman. But yeah, Izuku pretty much killed the guy, and we get back to Izuku, who got to Inko's house. Now, Inko, as usual, is just making breakfast, because Izuku leaves, like, around midnight and comes back in the morning. And Inko sees this, and immediately just gives him the look. I know. Izuku gives the, I know look. And she just pretty much gives his breakfast, and they just pretty much get some sleep. Let me get some sleep. With Inko, who's now just drinking some coffee, and also has a 12-gauge shotgun in his pocket, in her hand. So, why does she have a 12-gauge shotgun? Well, let's just say some certain heroes check on Izuku because, like I said, Izuku has a reputation, and it is a feared one. Everyone's scared of him, including the heroes. So pretty much they would send a hero here and there to see how he's if he murdered any people, the usual. Well, you know, the usual stuff. Now, when Izuku pretty much just got some sleep, he decided to pretty much mind his own concern for now. Mostly take like a day off from killing people. Now, when pretty much Inko gets a knock on the door, she grabs the shotgun and pretty much just starts pointing at the hero. Which the hero visit is mostly like All Might, Bakugo, and some of the Class 1A students who visit. And mostly they would just question her on what Izuku does. They try to go make Inko go into more details, but they push their luck. She shoots them, obviously. The reason I know this is because Bach Shoto has a scar on his other eye, and it's permanently gone. Like, she shot her good. She shot him good. But now, when Inko pretty much sees that Ochako is trying to go to Izuku's room, she immediately shoots her arm off with the 12-gauge shotgun. And it was carrying explosive rounds. Inko looks at her menacingly, saying, "Try me, bitch. My son's sleeping. Go near him, I'll shoot your dick off. But I'm a woman, I don't have a..." And then she just loads it again. Okay, shit. You okay, Ochako? Yeah. Inko... Oh, just shot me in the arm. When back at the UA, where the students who visited Izuku come back with a wounded arm, what happened? Inko shot us. When I was gonna check on Izuku, she immediately just shot us. That's without hesitation. Great. Just what we need. A pissed off overprotective Inko. Well, that's what we get for accusing Izuku to be the traitor. Yeah, it is. With Izuku, who starts walking towards the other, pretty much another person. Izuku woke up, by the way. And this one he gets a phone call. And he is contacted by a random man. Actually, no, he's contacted by a woman. My bad. A woman. And it's a certain woman. Hello. Oh. They pretty much have a chat. Uh-huh. Very well. Oh. My debt. I owe you one. So I will return the debt. And this when Izuku just starts walking out. Son, what is that? Do you remember that lady that we helped? Who nursed me back to health? Yeah. It is time for me to repay that debt. Be careful. I will, mother. I will. Purple aura starts surrounding Izuku, and he just starts walking. Now, Izuku gets to Tokyo. And when he gets there, he pretty much just starts looking for a certain someone. Now, Izuku goes to the other side of Japan. And this is when he comes across the people he has to fight. Hello there. You must be Tekken. And who are you? The one person you are gonna die from. And Izuku just charges at him and just tries to do a kick, but the guy blocks it. And they start doing a block counter fighting style. But unfortunately, Izuku is a lot more trained than Akuma. And he's more dangerous because Izuku is not hesitant to use weapons as well to mix with his fighting style. So Izuku managed to take out not Jin Tekken, not that guy, because he's not really a threat, and Izuku can see that, but his father. He kills Jin's father, even though Jin has not even been able to activate the devil gene. How? Quite simple. Izuku cut off his head. But this is when the grandfather shows up, and I do not remember his name. So, you managed to take out my son. And he just drops the head. You're next. Ha! I would like to see you. And this one Izuku just throws a kunai, and it just hits the guy right in the leg. Weapons are made for cowards. Really? And fighting people with demonic powers are any better? I don't think so. So shut the fuck up and fight. And this one Izuku starts attacking the enemy. When he starts fighting the guy uses its full power And Izuku only uses like 10% of his powers. And he is countering attack, blocking. He even started using some mix. He actually done the most dangerous part. He mixed Akuma's fighting style with wrestling. I don't know if that's even possible, but I think it is. I mean, I wonder what Japanese wrestling would be called besides sumo. Oh. Especially since Izuku's using more like a grappling type of techniques. That's what's making Izuku so dangerous. He likes to mix his martial art style. No, which does well. Now, when pretty much Izuku became pretty much known around the world, and the world sees him fighting this guy too, which makes it so much more better for him. So when they started watching him fight, everyone is surprised to see how well he's fighting. Like, surprised. Like, they are big surprised. So, Izuku managed to take them out pretty well. So when Izuku fought more and more from the enemy, a couple of guards started helping their master, but Izuku kills them by pretty much decapitating their heads or stabbing them in the heart or with his fist, that type of stuff. When Izuku finally put the grandfather in a chokehold, he pretty much suffocated him so much that his eyes even pop out and Izuku rips his head off. But the only one he does not kill is Jin, which Jin watches in awe. But Jin does see how he's going to do this. Jin just walks up to Izuku. Why aren't you attacking me? Because I knew your mother and your grandmother. They were honorable people. To even heal me, I owed them a great gratitude. So I did not unattack you because that is their wish. They saw the future of you leading in a new era of peace. However, if you stray among the path, I will kill you. Deal? Deal. And this when Jin and Izuku, aka Akuma, goes their separate ways. Which Izuku thinks is pretty much the smart thing to do. Now, when Izuku pretty much started leaving the location, he pretty much got the text when he passed away, when the girl passed away. So now Izuku doesn't deal with them anymore. Very funny. Anywho, this is when Izuku starts walking off. When he gets home, actually no, he doesn't go home yet. He starts getting across onto a different side of Japan. And this one looks more celebrational. And pretty much this is when some random thugs start attacking this one man. And Izuku's kind of curious how it goes. And the man immediately managed to take him out like he's fucking nothing. I mean, like, to take out the guy like they're fucking nothing. And Izuku sees the dragon tattoo on his back. And Izuku immediately notices who it is. Huh. And pause break, I'm gonna look up his name. Okay, I found out the guy's name. Kiryu. His name is freaking hard to say. That's why I had to look it up. Kiryu. Sheesh. So Akuma noticed a Kiryu. Ooh, Kiryu? That's gonna be hard to name. Remember? And a Kiryu notices Izuku. And Kiryu just walks up to Akuma, and Akuma just walks up to him. And they both have like a staring moment. Until more thugs show up. And they both just nod, because they have this combat essence inside of them. They don't need to speak to know each other, they just know. Kiryu starts to go in a brawler stance, while Izuku starts to go into his stance, which I'm going to call is the nightmare stance, which makes sense for their side. Makes sense for him. Yeah. The nightmare stance. Makes sense if you think about it. So, when Izuku decided to pretty much leave the location, then, Now, Izuku left the peak. Now, when Izuku helped the guy take out these thugs, folks, he pretty much was about to go their separate way until Kiryu says, "Wait. Have we met? You look familiar." "No, we have not." "You are curious, aren't you?" "Yes. Your fighting style is something I have never seen before." "Who taught you to fight?" "My master, Akuma." "The devil of combat?" "Yes." "The devil of combat." "Nice." That's what Izuku says. Nice. And I finally got a fucking mount after all this time. And it's a fucking reindeer. This could be worse. Now, when Izuku goes to his homeland, it should be the best way to say it, but at the same time, it's no. And actually, no. Izuku stays with Kiryu, and pretty much they just start chatting up. Which surprises Izuku, because he's more surprised how many times they get into a fight. And this one, another fight pursues. Sheesh. I thought I was getting attacked more often. Do you? Yeah, but not to this degree. You know these people? Just some random thugs. Let's fight them then. Agreed. This one pretty much they start going into a thug stance, and pretty much Izuku takes one half while the other one takes the other half, and they just start fighting. Now Izuku actually grabs a broken bottle and pretty much just stabs one guy in the throat while the blood's gushing through the bottle side, the one that's not completely broken. While Kiryu grabs a fork and pretty much just stabs one guy in the eye. Izuku could pretty much just slams the guy's face on a table multiple times, while Izuku literally has one guy by the throat and just throws him out the window, both causing the guy to land on a puddle where electrical fence hits it, and pretty much he just gets shot to death. And this is when Kiryu just throws one guy in a freaking tank full of piranhas. You can imagine how painful that is. And the fight pursues for a good 5 minutes. And Izuku only came out with nothing more than a couple of bruises. While Kiryu ends up with a broken nose. Here. This is when Izuku grabs a pistol and just helps Kiryu. He does the Punisher thing, he puts it back in place. Oh. Thank you. No problem. You'd be surprised how many times I've broken my nose. Indeed. Are you looking for work? Why? The Arikuzos are hiring. How much are they paying? 20,000 yen a day. A day? Mm-hmm. Alright. Lead me to your boss. When Kiryu leads Izuku to the boss was shocked to have when Kiryu requested that Akuma joined. So, not even hesitating, the boss agreed, mostly because he was surprised that he managed to impress Kiryu. Then he found out how Izuku impressed Kiryu. He was the Black Beast. He was known as the Black Bear of Death. That's why Izuku has the Nightmare Fredbear tattoo on his back. He is known as the Bear of Death. That's how he is so feared. Because the bear literally looks like a demon, so. Pretty much, they weren't even complaining. They were like, okie dokie. Now, when Izuku gets done pretty much doing this, he decided to pretty much go and settle down a little bit because they've been traveling. Actually, no, this one he starts at Kiryu's place, which is an okay place, but at the same time could use some work. Though Izuku's not even completely surprised because it is an old place. This horse cannot wear armor. Okay, that makes sense. Oh well. I'll just wait for it to die. Anywho, when Izuku Midoriya pretty much went to the next 5 locations, when Izuku pretty much with Kiryu has been fighting the same guys over and over and delivering the tax money to the Kiryu family, Izuku Midoriya decided that to literally sit down and pretty much get some drinks. For another fight pursues. Izuku grabs a bottle. When Izuku just grabs a bottle, takes a drink out of it, and then just slams the bottle in the guy's face. And the thugs start attacking him, and Izuku just kills them all, along with the Yakuza. Kiryu. After them defeating the psychos, defeating the delinquent. I swear, we might as well just get paid beating people up at this rate. Agreed. This is literally now just getting old. Mm-hmm. So... Dylan. Izuku. Yeah. You can call me Izuku. I've been wondering, how does a powerful warrior like you not be able to join any school? Because I was framed for something I didn't do. Soko? Nani? You ever heard of the hero named Deku? Yes. All Might's successor. Good kid. He mysteriously disappeared. Izuku just looks at him. You? You're Izuku? You're Deku? Impossible. Anything's possible, really. Why did you leave? They accused me of being a murderer. Worse, they accused me of being the traitor of UA. thought they could get some money on the side. So-called. And in case you're wondering, I have no idea what I was saying, so yeah, I'm shitty at Japanese. Or Chinese, in fact. In fact, the only language I know is none, except English. That's the only language I know. Oh. I don't know any other language, and I don't plan on it. Well, we might as well just get going. We might as well just get going. This bar's gotta be tracking us for rent. Got it. Still, I am shocked to find out that you're actually the former hero of Tokyo. You gave a lot of people hope. I get that a lot. Hell? Now, pause break for a minute. Okay, I'm back. Took me a while. Well, but luckily for me, I got back. So now, where were we? Ah, yes. When Izuku, who revealed his secret. What they don't know is that a certain hero heard their full-on conversation. Damn you. So you're the one who murdered my brother. I will never forgive you. Deku. Ooh. And Izuku's back at this. So, what now? What do you mean? Ever since you started working with the Yakuzos, you never really visited any relatives. I have a mom, but she lives the further side of the country. I see. Now, when Izuku starts going, and they start going to an alleyway, pretty much just to give a smoke. But only one of them had a lighter, which was Izuku. So they started lighting a cigarette together. But this is when Izuku just gives the annoyed face like, really? Damn it. Man, I've been saying his name literally all day. How the fuck do you forget? Give me a minute. Okay, I'm back. Had to remember the dang name. Kiryu. There we go. Now, when Kiryu also sees, he just sees a couple of corrupted heroes. AKA, the kind that get paid off of, along with some other heroes. And they just look at Izuku in anger. Izuku gets the confused look. Do I know you? So you're the one who's been murdering heroes and villains? That's technically my job. So, yeah, that's me. Alright guys, let's get him. This doesn't concern you though. You can leave if you value your life. Kiryu just stands right next to his friend. You do not hurt, you will not get past me. Not while I draw breath. You will face both of us. You're lost, kid. They do not know who we are. They do not know who you are you? I have been in prison for a while. Want to put in a little wager? Mm-hmm. Whoever defeats the most has the next pack of cigarettes. Deal. And that's when they just start getting into a fighting stance. And they just start fighting the enemies. Oh shit! Damn Draugr. Scaring the crap out of me. Damn. Now, when Izuku, who starts fighting, he fights the heroes with they start fighting him with quirks, but the other guy doesn't. Right. And pretty much he just starts taking them out, point by point by point. Like, brutally beating them up. Giving the guys the old 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Ooh, Izuku gives another one by choking the life out of the one guy, and the other guy's just holding his absolute best not to die from Izuku. He's literally trying his best not to die. So when Izuku pretty much snapped his neck, the other heroes started attacking more on him and the other. Kiryu managed to take them out with some smacks, but that's about it. They nearly get overwhelmed until Izuku starts using his full power, and so does Kiryu. When they start hitting them more and more, or this one hears, "Here, catch!" This is when Kiryu catches a ramen bottle. Wait, ramen? And so this is when Kiryu just throws the ramen at the guy's face. Which shocks Izuku, by the way. Now, when Izuku pretty much catches something, he catches relish? The heck am I doing with relish? But this one he just shoves the relish guy down the guy's throat. Out and just palms his throat. And Izuku starts doing his spinning kick. Now, Izuku also managed to grab a crowbar, and he just starts whacking him in the legs with the crowbar. Kiryu grabs what appears to be a sword from one of the guys and just starts stabbing. And by the way, there's like 40 of these guys, and they start overwhelming them, but they still hold their ground, mostly because it takes a lot to take them down. And this one he hears is, "Oi, oi!" And this one guy gets stabbed in the back. So pathetic, taking on more than one person. Izuku says, "You know this guy?" "Yup. Meet my stalker." "Your stalker? You have a stalker?" "He fights me all the time. You'd be surprised." "I believe it. Because I don't know anyone else who would stalk them." "Actually, how do you know this guy?" "He's just weird." "Well, I can see that." And the guy just starts attacking. I don't even know the guy either. He's the guy with the the demon tattoo on him. And then he just starts fighting with Izuku and the other guy, and they just start fighting on. Izuku just keeps on whacking and smacking and hitting, along with Kiryu. They finally managed to take them down, but Izuku just pretty much came up with top along with the other two. "See you around." Izuku bluntly says, "Your friend's creepy." "I get that a lot. And he's not my friend, he's just my stalker." "And yet you don't tell him to buzz off." Let's just say it's for a reason. And that reason is he won't. He's too stubborn. You good? "Yeah, just been stabbed." Izuku realized he is close to his home. "My mom's house is not far from here. We can visit. We can get there for a little bit." "Very well." When they get there, Izuku just knocks on the door. "Coming, coming." Izuku gives a look like, "Oh boy." "You good?" "My mother's gonna scold us." "Why?" And this when Izuku just sees her with a frying pan. "Izuku?" Oh, shit. This one, Kiryu's like, oh, now I see why she's scared of him. Now I see why he's scared of her. This immediately turns even scarier, saying, who is this young man? No. Oh, this is Kiryu, a friend of mine. My baby boy made a friend. Ow. Ow. Even Kiryu's a little bit concerned. Is she okay? She'll be fine. She's just fine. She's just surprised that I finally managed to get a friend. Ow. Yes, especially one that's so good looking. Okay. Ow. Mother. Her. Anywho, come in. And she notices the blood. Izuku, please tell me this guy was not shanked. He was stabbed. I'll get the band-aids. This is when Inko starts wrapping the band-aids around professionally, which is surprising. Were you a nurse back in the day? No, but I was in the military. Right? I learned about medical things when the war was around. Huh. Okay. So, how did you meet my son? Yarikuzo. How did you... The white clothing was a dead giveaway. All the Yarikuzos wear white clothing, don't they? Wow, this woman knows her family. Yes. Let me guess, he's a member of it? What makes you say that? He doesn't wear white, though. Well, wait, how did you find out? I have my own ways to find my own sources. She winks. This is when Kiryu is just thinking, why do I got a feeling this woman's more powerful than the Yaikuzos? Oops. Anywho, thank you for being friends with my son. No problem. So is it true that he was trained by Akuma? Yep, he was trained by Akuma. How do you know Akuma? He's my brother. Huh? Yep, Akuma's my brother. I had another sibling, but we didn't really talk that much. Huh. How so? For reasons, mostly. Mostly because we rarely see each other face to face. But that's all in the past. It's been in the past, actually. I see. Well, it is an honor to meet you. Oh, don't be so silly. It is my honor to pretty much meet you. Besides, I rarely get any visitors, especially since my son joined your gang. Is it true that he used to be a member? He used to be a deku? Yes, he actually used to be the former hero, but they betrayed him by accusing him to be the UA traitor. Why? What happened? He explains about the heroes attacking them. I was afraid of that. That explains why you got hurt. Yeah. Yep. Well, at least you're alive. Can I ask you something? What? Can you make sure my son stays out of trouble? Ow. The real question is he gonna completely stay out of trouble? Your son knows how to make enemies. Yeah, but I bet you are no better than him. How many times have you been attacked? Touché. Anywho, this is when pretty much Izuku starts sitting. How are you doing? Doing well. Been through worse. Good. Because Izuku sees that people are kicking down Inko's door. Hey! Hey, what the fuck? Fuck. Well, they woke up the devil. Get out of the way, lady. These two who are wanted criminals. You're about to get wanted corpsed if you don't get out of my house. I shot your butts once. And she grabs her shotgun. I'll do it again. Are you sure you're mommy? Oh, I know her now. She's the crazy lady that shoots heroes. Goes in the face. Yep, that's my mom. I can see why you're scared of her. More like a respect, but yeah. That's it. Is she always this scary, though? Yeah, only if you piss her off enough. But other than that, she's actually a pretty nice lady. Huh. I will have to keep that in mind. You should. When pretty much the heroes start attacking Izuku and his friend, Izuku's like, oh, give me a break. And they just start fighting. Again. And Izuku starts fighting on with this guy, with him, and pretty much they just fight on. Now, pretty much the more fighting starts, and Izuku just grabs a chair and just slams into one guy's face. While constantly beating up at the other one. And this one, Izuku releases the killing intent, and pretty much just does the little wham 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 pow 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 thing. You know, what Akuma would do when he's standing over a corpse, and just immediately takes them out. But this one, Izuku unlocks his new fighting killing instinct, and it's called Fist of the Beast King. I know it's a Digimon reference, but I think it sounds a little bit more better than Nightmare of the Beast King. And Izuku punches the guy so hard that his spine pops out of his back. Inko grabs a shotgun and just shoots one guy in the crotch and shoots the other guy right in the stomach, which causes it to obviously explode. Now, Izuku managed to take them out, but with a cost, no costs actually. Now, as for Kiryu, damn, I forgot his name. He pretty much takes them out by using the same technique as a brawler and using the beast at the same time. Now, when Izuku took them out, he pretty much also grabs a moose head that's mounted on the wall and pretty much just impales one guy in the stomach with it. Izuku grabs one of those singing fish and just starts slamming it to one guy's head. Taking him out pretty easily. But this one Izuku starts swinging. This one Izuku starts grabbing a sword and he just swings it down, slicing one guy completely in half. Now, Kiryu grabs literally a baseball bat and just does a fucking Friday the 13th and just somehow impales, shoves it in another guy's throat. Izuku grabs a bottle and just shoves it down into another guy's throat and just punches his throat so hard it shatters the glass pieces. It's into smaller yet tinier smithereens. So, yeah. Now, when Izuku, sorry about the pause, when they finally took out the corrupted heroes, Inko just calls 911. But the police are already on their way. Well, that was interesting. You okay? I am getting too annoyed by this. Yeah? I can't even blame you, Izuku. Is this really how you fight 24/7? Looks like it. Never thought I would have to fight this much. I should pretty much hang out with you more often if I'm gonna be fighting this much. Likewise. Though I have to admit, I wasn't expecting to fight so long. Same. Whew. Now, when Izuku and the others finally took a moment to breathe, All Might shows up with the others. Well, I have to admit, that was fun. Agreed. When the Hero Society showed up with Bakugo, Class 1A, and the others, they pretty much just see all these dead heroes and corrupted cops, which they all find out was actually working for someone. The Riot Cruisers cleared them of all pretty much anything big, like the murders, so they cleared their tab. Though the Riot Cruiser said that was the most expensive crime he ever had to clear in his life. So yeah, he was a little bit annoyed. When Izuku Midoriya just looks at All Might just looks at him with sadness. But disappointment at the same time. Because now he knows that the Deku they knew and loved is gone. Izuku doesn't even look him in the face. He just makes sure that Karyu is alright. Like, he doesn't even care about them. He doesn't talk to them. He doesn't do anything. Seriously? Now, when Izuku who just settles down a little bit. This one, Izuku pretty much walks toward. Let's see. Yeah, you're right. It was a trap. Now, finally, sorry about the pause. Ooh, that's cold. That's cold. That's cold. That's cold. Ass. Now, when Izuku finally taken care of the one person in that Izuku knew that he could not fight alone. Hon, aka All Might, and his famous ass speeches. Young Midoriya. It's... I'm not even gonna try with you. What is it that you want? I noticed that... What's your puke magic gonna do against me? When Izuku finally dealt with them, sorry about the pausing, Izuku decided just to sit down. I guess anything's possible now. Alright. Well, I gotta say, that was the biggest load of bull I ever dealt with in my life. But that was also the least destructive thing I've faced. You gonna be okay, Izuku? Yeah, I'll be fine. It's not the first time I dealt with idiots. But that was the first time I dealt with that. Never expected to face so many. So, Kiryu, what are you gonna be doing now? I think I'll stay here for a while. And maybe know more about you. Izuku raised an eyebrow. You falling for me? You could say that. Fuck it. Hey. Come on, let's get you to the room. Let's get you somewhere to sleep. Agreed. And this one Izuku takes him to pretty much rest. Because he's been fighting people all day. Respect him. But anyway. How do you fight so... How does someone like that fight so much? Call it a hunch. Alright. This is when they pretty much take a nap. And over the past years, actually, Izuku's now 20, and Kiryu, I'm going to say, is also in his 20s. They finally started their wedding, and they got married. So now Izuku's a full member of the Yakuza's. And the Yakuza leader now knows why everyone's scared of Inko. Because he nearly got a shotgun to the face. It's because now even he respects Inko. And Inko became literally now, she's now the leader of the Yakuza family. Because the old one was like, screw this, I'm going on vacation. Crazy, eh, woman? I'm crazy, and all of you are crazy, actually. Kind of wants me to sing that song. You think I'm crazy, yeah, you think I'm crazy. Well, that's not fair. Don't judge me. Don't you dare judge me. That is an old song I haven't sang in long. And fucking hell, I feel old. You think I'm crazy? That's the end of the video. Like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. This has been Dunkle Dylan here, God of Chaos. Goodbye.